guys, welcome back to the channel. A little bit of a gloomy, windy day. We had a storm go through here last night. The bulk of it kind of missed us. We had a tornado watch warning, so little puckered up there for a little bit, but no, it was all good. The majority of it missed us actually on both sides, so must be something special about Saskacre Farms here. So today we got a big day today. We got a few chores to do here in the morning, and then we're going to start building our chicken tractors. A lot has changed since the last video. We did get the barn door all finished, and the chicks have been growing. Oh, lighting kind of, there we go. Chicks have been growing. You can probably hear them in the background there, so they're clucking away. My lovely assistant, also known as my wife, she's already starting. So every day we're having to fill her water. We clean it up a little bit or whatever. Obviously chicks are not the cleanest, but you can see these little guys here. They're getting pretty big. Yeah. Hey guys. Hey Parmesan. Hey Cacciatore. You guys are looking good. So those are our meat birds, and then what we've got going on over here, these are all our egg layers. Now these guys are a lot smaller. These guys grow up in more a traditional way, I guess, is what one would you know, one that grew up on the farm or whatever. These guys, there's some more over here, but these guys grow a lot slower, but they're meant for laying eggs. So the egg layers, they're about I'd say about double the size, about double the size. And the meat birds, they're quite a bit more. They're probably, some of them are probably up to 4 times as much. So quick view of the inside of the barn door that we built. So it actually sealed up very nice. That's what it's supposed to do. Keeps the rain and the elements out. So that's all good to go. We're gonna do up our chores here and then kind of get set up and start building our chicken tractors. The reason I didn't film us building this, because I didn't really know how I was going to build it. There's a lot of videos out there, and I like to do things my way. So what we did here is we've got two 12-foot 1x4s, top and bottom. We got a 2-foot span, so that works out perfect for your 2-foot wide chicken netting, and that's all a chicken needs. So then what I did was every 3 feet plus the corner, so every 3 feet we put a 2x4 in here, and we just, for a cross member. So this will be one side. This will be one side of the chicken tractor. So then we'll build another one exactly like this, and then we'll build 2 10-footers. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 10-footers, screw them into the back, so you have your 2x4s screwed in to another 2x4. So that should give it quite a bit of stability. Plus in the corners here, I'll put a cross piece in here, and then probably a cross piece going, at least one going across on the top, possibly more. I might go every 3 feet, but I don't know if I have to. We'll see how sturdy it is. And then that also gives us something to put something on the top. So I don't know if we're going to put just plywood on the top on some of it, or we do have a couple pieces of tin and stuff, so I might put some tin on there. last a little bit longer, obviously with the weather and stuff. But yeah, so let's we'll get set up here, and we'll get the GoPro set up, and we'll build the next one now that we know how to do the first one. So. Hey guys, so we're just finishing up here. Nicole's just cutting off the end, and this is done. So we got the other 12-foot side done, and now we just have to do the 2 10s and piece it all together. So we're gonna get that done, and then once we go put them together here, we'll bring you back and show you what we got. Hey guys, so we got all 4 sides built here now, and we're gonna put it together. We already started actually. So all I'm gonna do is just square it up, put them, screw them together, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a couple quarter braces on there, give it a little bit more stability, keeping it square. And yeah, so come on down here and I'll show you. What we got going on here. I'll try to tip the camera down here. So we just got to screw the corners. It's nothing fancy, but we'll get that screwed in, and then we'll make some corner braces. So hey guys, well, for some reason the camera kept on shutting off on us, so we just wanted to get it done. So there we go. It's a full pen.
Now how do I get out?
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to build a door or something. But yeah, we'll get some top on this and some kind of a access over on that side, and we should be good. And then all we have to do is just do it all over again, right? So
That's right.
okay, well, let's see what we can do for some corner bracing and stuff here. Hey guys, well, we did a little bit more here. Camera was giving us a little bit of grief or whatever, but we did get a lot of this put together. Got a little bit more of the top to do. A couple more pieces of plywood. Need some kind of a access point in the front here to give them food and water. But I think we're calling it quits for the day. It's been a very hot and humid day, and we're just gonna do a little bit of the Nicole's already working on it. If you just give the chickens some water and make sure they got feed, and then we're good to go. So we'll pick up here tomorrow and finish this off. Morning guys. It's the next day here now. We left off, we were working on the chicken tractor here back here. I'll show you the progress. We've got a few things here this morning that we just got to do. A couple chores. It's actually not the next day, it's actually 2 days. So we finished up that night, and the next day we had to go into town. As most of you know, we just moved to Saskatchewan, so there's a lot of things that we have to change over. So when you're changing provinces, you know, registration, insurance, plates, everything. There's a ton of stuff. So we've got to do a few chores here quick this morning, and then I'll show you the progress that we made on the chicken tractor. And we got one little thing to finish up, and I don't really like the design, but I'll show you all my mistakes, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. And we'll get these guys fed here quick, and then we'll get after that. So basically every morning and every evening we check their food or check their water. It's pretty easy chores. It doesn't take very long. We have a couple extra waters and stuff, so it's easy for us to kind of get one ready. We can, if we're in a hurry or we have to go do something else or whatever, we can come in here. Chores can take us less than 20 minutes. We've got, as you've seen in the other videos or whatever, we've got the 2 small brooders over there. They have the laying hens in them. And these guys are all our meat birds. And you probably haven't seen the meat birds for a little while, but boy, do they grow up quick. These guys here, if you see, I don't know if the camera really does it justice, but they're about 4 or 5 times the size as they were. They're starting to get all their feathers. And that water there, that 5-gallon water, they pretty much drank that, 3/4 of it anyways, in about 6-7 hours. We fill it up in the morning, we fill it up in the evening. Kind of all depends. If it's a little bit hotter out, they obviously drink a little bit more. And as far as their feed, you know, they go through, well, I just had these filled yesterday, so a 50-pound bag of feed, and they're still on starter for 2 more days, and then we'll be switching them over to Grower Finisher. But they go through probably about what be about maybe 10 pounds a day, something like that, 7-8 pounds a day. So they're definitely eating, definitely growing. And then every once in a while we lay down some new bedding for them, so they have a nice dry spot to lay on and stuff. So things have been going pretty good. We had a little bit of a hiccup a while back, lost quite a few birds, but I believe I think it was our fault. It just wasn't warm enough for them. They had too big of an area, actually, is what happened. So we had two lamps in each one, and what would happen is they'd go, I think what was happening is they'd go out and they'd start wandering, and they'd get kind of in a corner where it was a little bit cooler, and then they would end up getting cold. By the time they got back to the heat lamp, they were already they were trying to recover, and they just couldn't recover. So we're just going to wrap up the rest of this, clean up, get everything ready for this evening, and then we'll be ready to go. Hey guys, welcome back. So we did our chores this morning there, as you've seen, and went and had some breakfast. We've got a whole bunch of trucks here again. We got our, as you seen in a couple of earlier videos, I think I mentioned that we're getting a new furnace and stuff in the house. So the HVAC guys are here, they're hooking up our air conditioning. Woohoo! We've had a couple hot days. The house actually stays relatively cool, so even for a fat, out of shape guy like me that sweats a lot, it actually wasn't too bad. So So all we have left here on the chicken tractor, so you can see what we did. So we've got our sides. I don't know how well you guys can see that. So we got our sides that we built. We just screwed them together at the ends, and then we got this. We put plywood, so full sheets of plywood. What we had laid around. I'm not really liking the design because you can see where that plywood sits. It's just a 1x4. We did have to do a little bit of bracing and stuff there. But I mean, anybody that knows anything about carpentry, obviously you don't put your boards flat like that because they're going to flex a lot more than if they're straight up and down, like I did with the sides here on this stuff. So I think on the other one here, I've got an idea I'm going to try, and when we build the second one, we're going to change that. We also put a brace down. I don't know how well you guys can see that. So there's a 2x4 all the way along the bottom there, and it's going to hold the sides in, so it keeps everything straight and true. And again, that's something on the next one here. I think I do that first because I put my corner braces in, and camera probably is not going to show it, so, but trust me when I say that it kind of has a little bit of a wave in the center because the center's pulled in, and then the corner braces are kind of pushing out. So I'm not too sure if we're going to put tin on top of this or just leave it to plywood. It doesn't matter if it leaks a little bit. I mean, basically it's to provide a little bit more shade and to help the chickens kind of stay out of the elements and stuff a little bit. And on this end here, as you can see, we just put the chicken wire on there on either side. And then what we're going to do is, in this opening here, I've got some boards cut, and we're going to put them together in a square, and then put a latch on there. So that's what I'm going to do now. And once we get this put together, I'll throw the hinges on, and then or I might put the wire on before I put the hinges on. So we'll see. So there we go. We got her all on there. Seems to work. Don't really like that design either, so we'll see what we can do with the next one, but it does work. And we'll throw some chicken wire over top of that, and that'll be all closed in, and that'll be chicken tractor number 1 complete. Then we can fix all our mistakes on the second one, or some of the mistakes, and maybe 20-30 years from now we'll be chicken tractor building experts. So let's get that chicken wire on there and show you the final finish. Well, we got her all finished up. We put the, sorry about the wind, we got the lid on there, a little holdy down latch. So that's gonna work out pretty perfect. We even moved it over kind of where we're gonna start. I know it was up there by the barn. Really easy to move. Also put a lifting strap on here, so you know it takes a little bit of a lift. Got a piece of rubber hose. Got a piece of rubber hose over top of the string that we use, just so it's a little bit easier on your hands, so it doesn't dig into your hands and stuff. But yeah, number 1 down. So we're gonna build another one here, or start building another one, get it done. About a week's time is when we're going to be moving them out. The chickens will all have should be fully feathered, and that'll be right around that 4-week mark. So yeah, so thank you very much for everyone watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.